Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Proverb 69. The proverb today is, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. You might actually be able to change the word take as well. You might say if you can't bear the heat, or if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. So you might hear it slightly different. They may change the verb a few times. So either take, bear, stand, all of them would probably work. All right, let's continue here. This proverb basically means if you cannot handle the situation or bear the pressure, give it up. Because the stress and pressure will probably always be present on this job or in this situation. Yes, that's the idea. Obviously, if you were a cook and you couldn't take the heat in the kitchen, then maybe you shouldn't be a cook, because the kitchen's always going to be hot. You always have to cook. There's always going to be a lot of heat there. If you can't stand then maybe being a cook is not for you. That's the idea. If you can't stand the heat, then get out of the kitchen. All right, so let's continue here. This proverb was coined by President Harry S. Truman. Remember, if somebody coins a term or coins a word or a phrase, it means they're the first one to say it. They invented it. He actually started to use it while he was a general. After becoming president in 1949, he used it to tell his staff not to worry about criticism from the media. That shouldn't be surprising, because they do the same thing today with new presidents, or they might criticize the people they choose for their office. So Harry Truman was having that problem all the way back in 1949, and he said this quote to try to ease their feelings or tell them not to worry. And let's continue. Here is the quote. I'll stand by you if you can't take, I'll stand by you. But if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Remember, if somebody says that they'll stand by you, it means they'll support you. They'll back you up. So I'll stand by you. But if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. But, if this is really too much pressure for you, then maybe you shouldn't accept this job, because if you work for an administration and the media, they're always going to be criticizing you. Can't worry about every little word they're going to say about you. You have to be able to handle that. So if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Okay, let's continue. This proverb is often used in response to someone who complains how difficult or unbearable his or her job is. Okay, good. So let's look at example number 1. The obstacle courses and endurance tests are too hard to become a Navy SEAL. We've sometimes seen some movies like this. Somebody's trying to become a Navy SEAL. A lot of them give up and quit because, of course, they have to bear a lot of discomfort. They have to show that they have endurance, to do these, like, either rescue people or, be sent in on a special mission. So that's what we might say. If somebody wanted that position, you got to accept that you're going to have to go through a lot of terrible endurance tests or these hard obstacle courses in order to be chosen to be one. All right, let's continue. Here, remember, this was an A-B part. So B would say, well, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. So that's what we always say in response to somebody who's complaining about how difficult it is. So let's look at number 2. Again, another A-B part. The stress of being an air traffic controller is unbearable. And of course, B may say, well, if you cannot take the heat, get out of the kitchen. I think I remember from years ago, they saying this is one of the most stressful jobs in all the world, is being an air traffic controller, because you're responsible for all the planes and making sure they don't crash into each other. It's a lot of pressure. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.